Greetings and welcome to Hearts of Iron 4. We're playing as Lithuania. I thought it's a good challenge. Restore the old Lithuanian empire. And we have Antanas Smetona as our leader. Now, we have a lot of advantages. Even though we are a small nation, we have the advantage of being neutrally, of being non-aligned, which means we can rush collectivist ethos here. Well, I have to say the optimal way of playing this game usually is fascist, but because it's such a meme game, there is reason for everything else to exist. For the lulz. And I always take engineering and industry first. Do we want construction? We have two civilian factories, 600 days. Well, I think we want construction. Let's go to max speed. Should we recruit any units? No. Oh yes, the generic face commander. Very good. Now, I think we have a pretty weak manpower, but I think we have to conquer these guys first. When we conquer them, we could probably do something on the Scandinavian side of things. Maybe not go fascist, but go communist. Oh, he's doing the purge. If we had a bit of a stronger nation, we could attack Russia. Or we could take these two coastal provinces and vassalize those two. Make them puppets, so that we don't have borders with Russia. But I don't think Russia ever claims these territories. I'm not sure though. Oh, let's get the planes back in the manpower pool. Okay. I think we should go for the research slot before we go for fascism. And I'm going to take free trade, so we have faster research. Now, research is very important in Hearts of Iron, and especially with small nations. The only way we actually have to beat nations that are stronger than us is have superior research. So we're not fully equipped. Oh, we have basic infantry equipment. That's it. Can I train a guy? No, he needs more equipment. Well, getting steel here is kind of worthless, as lack of resources just decreases production for a very small bit. Now, what resource are we trading? We're trading a steel. Okay, so we had 3 steel that we were using for the weapons. Oh no, we had 2 steel, and with free trade we have only 1. But yeah, it's actually worth it, because free trade also increases production by 5%. So we lose nothing and we gain research. And we'll soon have enough political power to get our demagogue. So the remilitarization of Rhineland. I'm not playing with historical focuses because it's too predictable and you can exploit it. And I don't like easy games. Well, of course I'm playing on normal and not on veteran, because I think veteran on Hearts of Iron is just a nuisance. It's not actually... It puts difficulty in the system, it's true, but that difficulty is irritating. It's very irritating playing at veteran. And I'm playing a small nation for the challenge instead of playing France, for instance. You can play France as veteran. That's a good... Well, excavation is worthless. At this point I don't want any more industry. We should start our doctrine. I think small nation. Okay, let's go for superior firepower. Now, let's get fascist demagogue. And I've been told that you should always pick the second choice, and I always do it, because the first choice has a chance of an event that forces a coup, which means you lose half your army, half your equipment and stuff like that. Well, of course I found some ways to exploit coups, but it's not for this video, it's for some other video. Spanish Civil War, okay. Also, being neutral and having just a bit of fascism in our country is good, because that means we will more easily get a fascist rule on the country. Now we have 3 factories, so our factories should be done sooner. I don't want to build anything on Memel, because if I remember correctly, Germany asks for it. I think we'll say no though. Where is it in the tree? Is it this one? Yeah. I will claim gained Danzig and Poznan. I want to say no and start World War II as Lithuania. Well, if we take this port fast, well, the game will tell me if he's doing this effort. Also, the Anschluss of Austria has to happen first. Let's train our troops. What's our division like? So we have a pretty beefy division. It's an okay one. I didn't see where the infrastructure is going. 3 on Kaunas and then 2 on Memel and 1 on the other one. Well, I don't want to put stuff on Memel. Oh, crap. Now, our division is pretty okay. I mean, it's beefed up a bit. So we have a lot of guys on the ground. Combat width 18. We'd prefer it on 22 in the future. Well, should they make him... No. Let's keep him a general. So if he's a general, we could, instead of making more troops, beef these troops up fully. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. Let's make few but good troops instead of playing the Marshal. But we have... Wait, what? It didn't pause? It should have paused. let's go for support equipment. And not motorized. Let's go for artillery. And we'll do the industry ones after them on the next year, so that we save a bit of research. Research is very important for small nations. It's really important, and especially for nations that don't have a lot of research like we do. We didn't even have basic support equipment and artillery. That means we're way behind in tech. We are already at limited conscription, which saves us a lot of... So we have both artillery expert and infantry expert, which increases artillery. So we'll take both of these two. We'll take division defense. Unfortunately, we don't have division offense. Let's get a military theorist. We're doing a doctrine anyways. We saved like 9 days. Okay, let's beef up this division. Sure. We don't have the weapons or the factories for this, for what we're doing. I don't like infrastructure on Memel, but, well, what can you do? Now, what I'm thinking is, we either go full infantry, the whole division, even though it's supposedly not good, but if you get a 24 stack with a general, well, we won't, right? Yeah, we probably won't, so let's keep training the guys for experience. We have interwar fighters. Well, we are going to use them. For our Baltic conquest. Now we can do infrastructure. Prefer this one. We can do industry. Civil war is what I meant, yeah. We don't want a civil war, and the below option on fascism is the one that most of the time gets you no civil war. Yeah, let's do this one. I could do industry, but right now, well, we have our doctrine research, and we don't have a lot of factories that can actually benefit from us having better industry. Oh, we have a lot of weapons now. Let's train a guy. Let's train 2 guys. Get them there. Now, when you're training guys, as you can see, we were gaining from exercise 0.09. Now we're gaining 0.05 because he thinks our army is bigger, and the way experience from army training is calculated is somehow related to how big your army is. I haven't found the exact formula yet, but because it doesn't really matter, it's not that important. Well, let's take industrial research time, because we are doing industrial research and it's the most demanding of the two from electronics and industry. No, we couldn't. Okay, we got extra research slot. Now we go fascist. Do we have a lot of resources here? Just some steel. It's too far away. Let's do support weapons. Sorry, a bug. Bug on my desk. Crash the bag. Now, does he have any airports? Any planes? Let's see, Latvia. They have less planes than us, though. They have two, so that means we inherit some planes when we beat them, which is very good. So maybe what if... Let's think about it. So he has 4 troops, and we have only 3. We're going to have 5. What am I saying? Oh, this is nice. This is a good one. This is a good event. We get fascism support, and we get a bit of manpower too. How much do we need for our division? Let's try this actually. I think we're just a moment away from becoming fascist. Okay, so we go for... We can do 140 days for manpower, which is not bad. Let's do the 2 civilians for now, but we should soon do the manpower one. Improve machine tools. I'm going to start computing machine. The only exception in technologies, in my opinion, is the computing technologies. They are worth it to take earlier, because the earlier you get them, the more technology from other techs you're gaining, which means they pay up for themselves earlier, so yeah, they don't have such a big disadvantage as the other ones have. Now, how many am I missing? 10% from lack of resources. Now, I think that's more important. Also, as you can see, I'm not making any artillery yet, even though it's really strong having artillery support. Well, if I get artillery support in, how many artillery do I need? We need 144. We don't have the industry to make 100 artillery before our war. Okay, so we got the fascist party in, and we will start claiming. Political correctness. Crap. Well, they became communist. They got the communist tree, but it's okay. Okay, let's start. The earlier we do it, the better it is for us. Okay, so we have a lot of time, actually, to make some good army choices. We have about a year. Iron Wolf Lithuania. Great flag. So I want to go on war economy, which needs 15% world tension. No, we don't want excavation. Let's do some support companies though. Let's do motorized because I want hospitals. Well, we won't have the industry to build them, but having them is important too. So let's go for factories, because that's the best acceleration. We don't need manpower right now, we just need factories. So we got to 15% world tension, which is good. Now we're not losing a lot of equipment while training our units, so I'll keep training them. Okay. World tension is very high. If we did the claim now, we wouldn't gain much. I'm going for justifications. Yeah, we wouldn't gain much if we did the claim now. Yeah, we'll already have 60 days in. It was a correct choice to do the claim in the beginning. Now they became fucking communist, man. So their divisions are like ours, with only infantrymen in. But we have the advantage of doing the doctrine and being a player, knowing what the fuck we do. We got another unit in. Hey. Hey little guy. How are you? Germany, please don't ask Memel from me now. Okay, so we got civilian factory. We prefer to do the factory in this one instead of this one, because it has the 80% infrastructure, so it's gonna be built faster. I could go to extensive conscription. Oh, what am I saying? Can go to war economy. 6 factories, very nice. Very nice. Well, Memel has some factories too. Crap. I don't think I'm going to give it to the Germans. I'm saying it now. Memel is ours. Okay, I think we go for the manpower now. So, let's do this. Let's do support equipment too. I'll get it on top of the weapons, so that he gets the one still. Get this on top of the weapons too. So we can actually ask for steel now. Let's get French steel. Because we have enough factories to ask for steel. So, like this. Yeah, it doesn't change a thing. So let's keep it like this. Yes, we must ready the people for war. We need support artillery, most of all. Said we needed something like 150 artillery for that. I think we're going to have them by the point. Get these two factories out. Okay, so we need first artillery, then support. Wait, let's make sure of that. Oh, we don't have the support research yet. We're waiting for engineering. We also want scouts and hospitals. Hospitals wants motorized. Okay. $35. I think I'm going to lose some. No, not going to. Nationalism focus, and we gain 5% recruitable population. Well, our population is really small. We have to do a lot with very few guys in the beginning of the game. So we want reconnaissance because it gives movement everywhere. It also gives reconnaissance, better chance to pick better tactics. I really care for that. Okay, Memel has more infrastructure, but I'm afraid I will have to give it to the Germans. Defend Japan. The Germans haven't done Anschluss yet. Okay, let's see. He needs 200 support equipment. And our artillery thingy needs 150 artillery. Support is made slower than artillery. Let's focus on support. Actually, yeah, we probably will do both of them. I'll put the artillery thingy now in. We don't have the manpower. We have to wait for militarism. Okay, I'll stop training them now. We have enough army experience to do whatever we want. I'll train them again when we equip them with something different. Okay, now we want a better high command. Oh right, we want artillery in the army too. That's why we want two there. Computing machine. Now let's get this one on the way. So he says we are going to lose. I don't think we are. United Kingdom announces Balkan diplomatic initiative. This is not important at this point. We don't have 50. Let's get the military factory. Let's get the men in. Now our ideal division is this. And it needs 600 artillery. Okay, let's get the support in first, and we'll see about the rest after we get the support in. Okay, so what are we missing now? 170. Let's train the guys. They're training slower because they don't have full equipment. The regulars again. Let's put more on support right now because we're waiting on recon, and I want to put recon in my troops before the fight. We'll probably get both, yeah. Okay, we need support companies to have better organization. Wait, actually, let me think about this. Line artillery, soft attack. Support company, soft attack 50%. Line artillery, soft attack. Okay, so let's see. Line artillery has a soft attack of 14. Support artillery. Then the other support companies, let's say they have exactly all 4 of them give 14 more, so it is 30 soft attack, and line artillery has 22, so it gives 2, 50. Probably gives more soft attack, the support thingy. Well, I want the organization because having full support troops reduces the organization of your troops. Having fully supported divisions. Let's do more armament and let's make another factory there. The difference in days is very little. Let's try training one guy. Training 2 guys. The Anschluss of Austria happened. Okay, so he's doing Sudetenland. He's not doing this one. He's going to do this though. I don't know if I should give him Memel. It's a lot of manpower and some of our factories. I probably should. We'll see. Let's start with decryption and encryption. Well, we could... Support artillery soft attack. That gives us... How much was it? 2 soft attack, yeah. Well, actually no. Encryption, decryption is more important. It's more attack. When are we fighting? September 25 of 38. Let's hope he doesn't join the Soviet Union before that, because then we are fucked. Now, I'm not sure if this gives attack or defense to the support companies.